Good morning all, you join me down at Redlands farm. It is Friday the 10th of March. Yeah, very miserable day. It's around about 7 degrees at the moment. It's meant to warm up as the weekend goes on. Whether it will or not, who knows. The wind's very cold. It's going from behind me, over the top of me, across the other side. Didn't have that much option. There was 3 anglers already got here by the time I arrived this morning. So I've opted for swim 3 on the road bank. Reason being, I haven't seen anything, but I've got a bay to my left, which is behind the wind. And it just seems like a good option to be behind the wind. Like I say, they do often follow it here, but there's every chance in a cold wind like that there will be a few held up at the back of it. And that, you know, and as I say, I've not seen anything to say that they're actually followed the wind so far. I've been here, what, an hour and a half probably, and I've not seen a carp as yet. Bearing in mind, yesterday, day before, we had snow and what have you, and it's been pretty nasty. A lot of cold water gone in, so who knows. By all accounts, been very little out this week. Nothing, I don't think, since a few of us had a few last weekend. So we just have to go through the weekend and see. And the plan of action is definitely going to be a baited area out there tonight. Big enough for 2 rods to get on it if need be. Although initially I might only have the one on there over the bait. I think it's going to be around about 18, 19 wraps. I want it in line with the pontoon opposite me, the platform opposite me, because that's where they always seem to show. It seems like a good line to go for. Yeah, and initially we're going to start off, definitely going to put 1 if not 2 bags in the bay straight away. It just feels right in there. Yeah, being behind the wind, you know, until I see something, I just feel, and nearly always, whenever I'm in another swim, the funny thing is, if I do see the odd one up here and not an abundance of them, it always seems to be a good one in that bay. So, you know, it's a very popular swim 3. It's done some nice fish this year. So yeah, like I say, no other options really anyway. So everyone's here till tomorrow night or longer, so yeah, we shall start here and see how we go. The only option I've got at the moment is swim 1 down there. I'll keep an eye on it as the day goes on, but at the moment I've just got the bivvy up, bed chair inside, got my stuff laid out. I ain't even got my buzzer bars plugged in and that yet. I ain't got the rods are still in there, in the bag. So yeah, just taking my time, watching the water. I woke up horrible cold this morning as well. Was in an iron whether to go. I've got a real bad chest infection by the sounds of it. Yeah, so we'll see how the session goes. I might go home a day early if I feel the need, but a cold's never stopped me before. But we are getting older. So yeah, like I say, right, I'm going to get some bits and pieces out and yeah, get a couple of bags in the bay, I think. Fingers crossed for a carp. Well guys, it's been freezing setting up, I must say. Yeah, and my theory was right. I thought there'd be fish behind the wind, and yeah, sure enough, I've seen 3 now. And I've had a trailer, I think, pick me middle rod up. Yeah, I watched the tip go round and the line just fell slack again. So yeah, I've had it happen before on, you know, various different waters in the past. And unless it pulls out, the clip starts ticking on, you know, generally I'll just keep an eye on what's going on. But yeah, it's I've seen 3 in and around the bay, an awful long way in there. I mean, literally, typically right behind the wind, right behind the wind. I see a real big fish, say a real big fish, a 30 pounder, right against the bank. in the back of the bay there, and I've seen 2 towards the far corner. Yeah, so they're in there. They're definitely in that bay. I've got all 3 rods spread out in there at the moment, only on bags. Just trying to buy a bite at the moment. Hello. Yeah, so just trying to buy a bite at the moment. Yeah, just keep an eye on things for a few hours because I'm going to put bait out tonight. I'm going to fish a couple of rods over bait tonight. Probably somewhere on the entrance of this bay. I'm going to try and set a couple of traps tonight, a bit of bait over them. Yeah, try and intercept them on their way in and out. But yeah, as I say, I'm not seeing the fish anywhere else at the moment. That's the wind. Yeah, I've got to fish my line so tight. The only trouble with that is let's have a look at that, guys. Well guys, yeah, I had to just tighten up that line, that middle rod, keep bleeping, yeah. I'd not long cast it and it was just a big bow in the line, so just tightened it up. But yeah, they're definitely in and around the area, that's for sure. Down to the left in the bay. Yeah, out there, they're sort of in the far distance over there. That's where they mainly are, in that corner and along that bank to the right. Yeah, so yeah, fingers crossed. Got the old usual wafters. We've got one, just a single wafter, ASM wafter with a bag of crumb on the left hand rod, and the right and middle are on wafters tipped with maggots on the slip D rig. Yeah, and the left hand rod, sorry, is on a fluorocarbon D rig that I've been messing about with lately. So yeah, it's looking good. It is looking good despite it being freezing cold. It's looking good. Yeah, you know, seeing a few always gets the confidence up. Although they're nowhere near my water at the moment. There's fish obviously going into the bay because obviously I had that trailer wipe the middle rod out. So yes. Right, dose myself up with some Beechams and yeah, kick back and await developments. Fingers crossed one of them will soon rip off. Well guys, a rod that I hadn't long recast into the area of where the fish were showing, and yeah, I reckon it was out there 15 minutes and it's away. Yeah, one in the net, happy days, nice early start. Yeah, it's only just gone lunchtime, it's literally just gone up past 12. On the first day we've only had our rods out 3 hours, probably not even that, 2.5. Yeah, middle rod, after that trailer picked me up. Yeah, just decided to put it a little bit further down in the bay, you know, right behind the wind where the water's still flat, and yeah, like I say, it weren't out there long, and yeah, I think we've got, I don't think it's going to make 20 pound. If it's close, I'll weigh it, but yeah, still it's a start. It's a common, and it's a start. That's the main thing. And the other good thing is I thought all the fish were to the left of me. Out in front at about 80 yards I see a real nice fish come out of the water, head and shoulders, and it sort of wiggled across the top of its head out of the water. Yeah, so there's another option. Yeah, great start, like I say. We shall yeah, get her out and have a look at her. Happy days. Great start. see, guys, if he's going to behave on this side, but I'm not convinced he is. There you go. Right, it's starting to rain hard. Let's get him back. Well, one thing's for sure, guys, just about to put some bait out, but to the left of the swim over in the bay there's still fish. Yeah, I think I've just pushed them further out, to be fair, so let's keep an eye on it. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that area. I'm only going to put one bed of bait out. I'm going to keep 2 on bags until late this evening. Yeah, I'm only going to have one baited area because that's all I've done the other week when I had 9, I had 3 over bait and 6 on PVA bags. So, but I'm going to make it about 6 to 9 foot wide, the baited area, just so it's in case it does go off, and then I can put more than one rod there. Get all 3 in it if I need to. So, but yeah, the plan initially is just 1 rod on there, on this baited area. Especially at the moment, there's fish still in that bay. They're right deep in the bay and right across the other side, but I see what tonight brings. They're still over there tomorrow. I'll probably move to them, to be fair. But yeah, at the moment we're just fishing to that like oak, spindly like type tree in the distance. At 17, that one there at 17, just over 17 wraps, 17 and a foot. It's a nice like plateau there. It's only about 6.5 foot deep as well. It's nice depth. But yeah, I intend on putting about 14, 18 spoms out there, because although we've had a few cold snaps, there's a lot of fish in here. If you can get them going, get a few in, you might be able to bag a few of them. Like I say, you know, it weren't the way forward last winter. I couldn't buy a bite over bait last winter, but a couple of weeks ago we did, with 3 bites over a baited area. So we've got, it's one thing we've got to do is give it another go. And I thought, you know, 17 wraps, that lovely little plateau out there right on the entrance of this bay where there's fish already in. Hopefully we're getting amongst them. It's warmed up now, guys. It's probably about 9-10 degrees. It was freezing earlier with the rain and the wind, absolutely freezing. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get my JRC spotting station out again soon. I keep forgetting it every time I come, but excuse me. But yeah, spring is upon us. Possibly a new venue. Possibly a new venue to fish, but if there is, guys, there is no publicity. Yeah, I won't be able to film there. But I'll always film wherever I can. But I'm certainly not going to risk getting banned for the sake of a bit of filming. This summer I thought about fishing for a number of years, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll come about. Well guys, we can't grumble. One on the first day, just coming into our first night. Yeah, of course it's been a cold one today. Yeah, I'm sure I've mentioned, but I woke up with a chest infection and cold this morning, so I knew he didn't come. But yeah, I've dosed myself up with some Beecham's and cough medicine and whatever. Got some strepsils and stuff. So yeah, if we feel any worse tomorrow, we'll go home. But the cold's not stopped me before. Just got to try and remember I am getting older now. Yeah, nothing would have stopped me years ago. When I was in my teenage years and my 20s, nothing would have stopped me. But yeah, 44 next month. So yes. Anyway, yeah, I was just having a little wander down in the bay. As I say, there's been fish in here. This is where I had that one earlier down here as well. That upper double. I'm sure it was an upper double. I don't think it would have quite made £20 to be fair. Yeah, it was down here. There was obviously a group of them. I kept getting, twice in the end. I think I got wiped out by the trailer. So yeah. But up until 45 minutes ago, I see them still in this corner. So keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled. See if they stay in here or move out. Time will tell. Time will tell. Be nice to get another one before dark, but mustn't be greedy. We've had one already. It's the main thing. Right, have a little watch and then go and make a drink, I think. Well, I must be honest with you guys, I feel like I've got a consolation prize here, to be fair. Not that I'm grumbling. I've just literally had two bites in 5 minutes. Yeah, gutted the first one. It absolutely rattled off, and when I picked the rod up it was full lock and it was just dragging line off me. And I think, oh, this is alright, it's just chugging around in the bay, and all of a sudden it became locked up briefly and cut me off. Absolutely gutted. And as soon as I turned around, the other rod was away. But yeah, I do feel like I've got the consolation prize, but I shouldn't feel like that. It's nice to get bites, but yeah. This one's a chunky mirror. Again, upper double bracket. Yeah, now I've got to set the other rod up and hopefully get it back on the money for. But yeah, it was just the rods that were in the bay, to be fair. But yeah, there's a lively one, to say the least. He is a lively one, this one. But yeah, there he is. Right guys, we're going to get him back, hurry up and get the other rod sorted out, and hopefully get it back on the money. Yeah, he's a proper live wire, that one. He's right. Brief look at the other side. There she is. Right, we're getting her back, guys. Fingers crossed for a good one during the session, but yeah, gutted about that last one. Right, all we can do is get the rod set up and try again. Right, speak to you in a bit. I've got to be honest guys, I'm absolutely gutted about that fish that cut me off. Yeah, one thing's for sure, I won't let a motor off down into that corner again along that side, that's for sure. Yeah, it literally was just plodding, dragging line, and then it just suddenly becomes solid. And so I put a little bit more of a bend in the rod and sort of leant into it a little bit, and I felt one kick of the head and line parted. Gutter. Yeah, sadly that couldn't be helped. But I've just got both rods back out. Back out over there on the other side there, on the other side of the bay. And just before I recast them both, I see another one, head and shoulder. So yeah, they're still there at the moment, which is a good thing. But yeah, I don't think I'll be up too late tonight. Try and get rid of this cold, dose myself up with some medication, and yeah, see if I can get rid of it. I ain't used to having colds, don't get that many, to be fair. I never used to take anything for a cold, but nowadays I got all my diabetes and one thing and another. It's not as easy for me to shake them, so I'll definitely be taking some medicine and what have you before I get my head down. Well guys, just got to hope now I can make up for that, but that was a good fish, there's no doubt about that. There's not many fish that drag line off you like that in here. It's only usually them big ones, so yeah, fingers crossed we'll get another chance at them. If you have anything tonight guys, I'll keep you updated. Failing that, I'll speak to you in the morning. Well, there we go guys, fourth bite, fish number 3, an extremely long common. Yeah. An upper double, so we're just going to let it go. But yeah, another bite, just turned dark, another bite, fourth bite. Right. Let's let her go. Thanks for coming. Well guys, I just want to show you how cold it is. Everything is frozen solid. It's like 12:30 at night, and out of the blue, look at that fella. Nice low 20 common. And that's all frozen to the platform. Yeah, he's a low 20, he's definitely a low 20, 21, 22, somewhere about there. But we're not going to mess about with him in this freezing conditions, we're just going to let him go. Go on fella, away you go. Well guys, what a difference a day makes. Yeah, it's a bit different today. The wind was coming from left to right yesterday, and it's freezing today. Pretty sure we've got a southwesterly blowing up. It's much warmer. Last night was freezing, it went down to -4 last night. I was very surprised to be woken up by a carp, and then again early hours on the bream. But yeah, the carp was like up past midnight and it was proper cold then. Yeah, it was registering -4 then. Yeah, still bunged up with cold. I've been home this morning, I rested the swim for a couple of hours. Been home this morning, got some more water, some more milk. Yeah, I weren't sure if I was going to stay. I'll stay till tomorrow now. Yeah, fingers crossed there'd be a chance of a good one. Gutted about that one yesterday, really gutted. That was a good fish. I've not had a fish tow me about like that, but I would give it some more stick if I knew it was a possibility of it cutting me off out there. But yeah, we're 4 to the good already. Nothing massive. 21, 22 I would say was the biggest one. But yeah, today we haven't seen one at all yet. Yeah, no signs of them at all, other than what looked like a plume of bubbles, long range, not too far off where my rods are, but it looked like something disturbed the bottom out there. Something definitely occurred out there. But yeah, other than that, very little to go on. Rods are all back out. Yeah, one over bait and then 2 fishing bags still, so we shall see, fingers crossed. I'm just about to, wherever it is, finish my coffee. I shall sit back in the bivvy, tie a few rigs, and yeah, go from there. I'm hoping, now the breeze is picking up, going from right to left this time. I'm hoping that if they're in that bay, they'll start showing. They quite often do when the wind picks up, so you just want one show to see if they've changed location. Yeah, you can't grumble this early in and had 4, so just a case of watching the water and seeing where they are next. I have a funny feeling, I just don't know, something's telling me that they've come back across and then more to my left down this margin. Until I see one, I'm not tempted to move one until I see one, to be fair. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're down there. Hopefully, a little while in this sun and wind blowing that way, and we'll see one. Hopefully it'll give a few away where they are. Certainly did last session. When I was here last week, I've done 24 hours and 320s and a 30, a couple of doubles. Staring at that water, watching, definitely give them away where they were. And yeah, that was in a tight area. So it was again yesterday. It was over probably a 30-yard area. Although I had the first one nowhere near where I started seeing them. I think it's just the fact that when I caught that one, it had just pushed them further out. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on it. Hopefully we'll get another 1 or 2 for the end of the session tomorrow morning, lunchtime, somewhere about there. Meanwhile, I should finish my coffee and tie some rigs. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well guys, I have a completely different view out the bivvy now. Wind's changed, as I was saying earlier. It's blowing from right to left now, southwesterly, nice and warm. And I decided to turn the bivvy round because I couldn't really see as much water as I wanted, and I was saying earlier that I felt that they were down this margin nearer me than rather than being further away, and that's exactly the case. I've only had my bivvy move around probably about 35-40 minutes now, and I've seen 3 shows. 2 of them long, sort of just to the right of the swim you see in the distance on the left there. But the other one was no more than 50 yards away, 40 to 50 yards away, and it came out 6 or 7 times. Not a big fish, but a 20-pounder. But it's what's underneath them, isn't it? You know, they generally in groups this time of year. So yeah, just repositioned the rod to that area. Yeah, just on a bag, so fingers crossed we'll get a bite. Yeah, it's looking good, feels good for a bite, to be fair. But I have seen a couple really long right down against that sort of margin, just to the right of that swim on the left there. So you're definitely still in and around the bay. I had a bite just a little bit later than this yesterday. It's just after 12 at the minute. I think it's about 12:30 I had a bite yesterday. So yeah, we shall see. It's looking good, that's for sure. Wind certainly turned in my favour as well, so hopefully it'll push more fish in here.
with a bit of luck. Definitely worth moving the bivvy. That told me that there was still quite a fair number of fish in here. How spread out they are, so whether there's a couple of groups, who knows, but there's fish in here, that's all that matters. Well guys, it's been a long old wait today. It's just gone 3 o'clock, about 3:30 I think it is now, and yeah, got the bite we wanted. It's made up for that one yesterday. Look in there, another big common. That's a £30 common all day long. Look at that beauty. Happy days. Right, let's get her out and see how big she is. Good times. Yeah, what a cracker this one is. 33.25. Yeah, got a funny lot extra bit to his gill plate underneath, but yeah, look at that. 33.4. Buzzing with that one. That's a cracker, that. The old sunlight's got him a bit, but yeah, what a fish. Yeah, it's been a long old slog today trying to find the fish, and yeah, we got there in the end, and what a fish that one is. He is an absolute cracker. Holding that way round, you can see him a bit better then, the sunlight ain't getting involved, but yeah, what a banger that is. Yeah, 33.4. Happy days. Quickly show you the other side. Yeah, he is an absolute cracker. Yes, buzzing with that one. Well worth the wait today, that, and it makes up for that good one I lost yesterday. But again, I felt grating, and I run down the bank this time, and yeah, managed to get above the bar, and yeah, nothing cut me off. So happy days. Right, we'll get her back. Well made up with that one. Happy days indeed. Well guys, what a result that was. Yeah, it's been a grind today, to be honest, but I actually thought it was going to be. Although I've seen a few dotted in and around that bay to the left, they weren't like yesterday when they were sort of in one area. They was here, there, and sort of everywhere. And yeah, hadn't done much to camera because of it. To be fair, I didn't really feel I was getting anywhere. Anyway, in the end, I just changed one rod to typical early spring tactics. Yeah, I just decided to put a PC1 pub chuck, Key Bait Solutions pub chuck pink pop up on, wanged it in an area where I'd seen a fish show, and yeah, that was the one that done me a bite. Just a simple Ronnie rig, nothing hard about that. Yeah, and yeah, that was the exact rig that done me a bite. Yeah, right result. So yeah, I'll be keeping one of them on, that's for sure. Yeah, it bought me an extra bite, but again, it was, you know, I knew from the off, and the way the bite was, to be fair, I knew from the off when I picked the rod up it was a good fish. I felt a bit of grating, like it was down the back of a bar, so I shot down to the next swim down, get a better angle on it, and yeah, landed it without a problem this time. So yeah, sadly, bad things have to happen sometimes for you to learn, you know, what's going on. But yeah, that one was landed, and it was a cracking common at 33.25. So buzzing with that. We've got till late morning tomorrow, so hopefully there's another one or two in it. I dare say there is. I haven't seen anything this evening, but mind you, it was a bit later yesterday when I had a few bites. So maybe as the wind dies down, we might get another bite. I have seen one since I had that fish. It was only an hour ago, and I have seen one nearer where they were yesterday. It's almost like some of them were pushed back across, but yeah, fingers crossed we get one or two more. Gonna keep one over bait tonight. We keep the right hander over bait. And yeah, I've changed that one. I've just trimmed down a ASM wafter, and I've just put a small bit of cork ball pop up on. Yeah, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for another one or two. Single bloop. It's looking good. It's warmed up a little bit. We shall have to wait and see. But yeah, one on, like I say, now we've got one on the running rig with a pub chuck, Key Boat Solutions pub chuck pop up on, pink. Right hand rods over bait, and that's on a trimmed down ASM barrel wafter with a little bit of cork ball ASM pop up on the top. It sits lovely, critically balanced. Yeah, and the middle one is on 2 PVA bags. It's got one of ASM crumb, and one of maggots, and it's got an ASM wafter with 6 maggots above it. So we'll see. Good thing about having a baited area, if you know, if it starts going off, it can always pull another one over to it. So done me a bite last night and a bream. So yeah, fingers crossed we get some more action. Well guys, this is mental. I've just had another bite again on the pink pop up, and look at that giant. Yet another 30 pounder. Crazy. I can't believe it. That is a lovely fish. Right, let's get it sorted out. Happy days. Madness. Yeah, can't believe it. Second 30 of the afternoon. Yeah, look at that cracker. There you go. 31 on a quarter, that one. Yeah, what a cracker that is. Buzzing with that one. Right, show the other side quick. Yeah, well pleased with that one, guys. Madness. Is there another bigger than it? I know we're getting greedy now, but that's 2 this afternoon. Happy days. Right, I'm going to get it back. Good times. Well guys, really pleased with this one. Yeah. Don't see many of these days. You don't see too many true levers these days, that's for sure. Look at that cracker. Yeah. Yeah. 2210 of true lever. Unbelievable. Well pleased with him. What a cracker. Yeah. The old typical deformed fins and what have you. Yeah. Yeah, you look at his underside, he's got his deformed fins and that, like all levers do have generally. Yeah, I'm well pleased with that. Never even knew there was any in here, so that was a nice surprise. Yeah, sadly it's just getting dark so we can't get the camera out. But yeah, buzzing with that character. Yeah, what a cracker. What a day it's been. Had to wait for them to get on the move, but yeah, they finally did, and yeah, what a cracking fish that is. Buzzing. Right, let's get him back. See if we can get another one. Well guys, happy days. Yeah, can't believe it, I'm saying this. Third 30 common of the session. Yeah, 31.6. He's a cracker, that one. That's for sure. Buzzing with that. Exactly the same bite time as the night before, up past midnight, that one. Yeah, madness. Happy days though. Hopefully there's another one or two in it. You never know your luck. Right, let's turn him round and show the other side quick. Yeah, he's a lovely one, that one. Nice big chested one. Yeah, cracking fish. They're mint condition as well. Absolutely mint. Can't believe it. Well and truly made up for that loss on the first day. Getting cut off by a good one. Yeah, buzzing guys. What a nice wake up call. Right, let's get her back. Hope for some more. Morning all. What a session it's been. Yeah, one thing for sure during this session, we've definitely established bite time over this 48 hours. To the point that I had a bite last night from that other 31, and that was 4 minutes later than the bite I had the night before in that thick frost. Yeah, it's been a great trip. Yeah, I'm glad I switched that rod, to be fair, and moved it round to the right, back over the baited area. I did have them all for the afternoon dotted in and around the bay here. But yeah, it's been really good. Yeah, the old slip D rig, caught that one. Arthur ASM wafter, capped with a little bit of cork dust pop up. Yeah, and you'll see I'll put a clip up of it in you know, if you get it right, it sits lovely, critically balanced. And yeah, let me see if I can. Yeah, nice and simple. Slip D, braided at length. Slip D. Yeah, I think that's had two or three. In this session. That one. Yeah, an array of different tactics. You know, the pub chat pop-ups done me 230's yesterday, and the ASM wafters tipped with maggots done me several as well. So yeah, again, it's always pays to watch the water, work out their movements, where they are. Yeah, so we've only got a couple of hours left now, so yeah, fingers crossed for another one. It's only about 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, but yeah, I don't think there's any need to drag it out, to be fair. especially after, you know, the bite times. They've been between 3:30 and dark in the afternoon, and then both around midnight. It's the two fish I've had in the dark. It's literally, yeah. If I were, you know, I could have stayed today, but having this cold and got work tomorrow, I need to get myself sorted out, ready for work tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm not going to. It's been a good one, that's for sure. If you like the video, guys, give us a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you'll be notified the next time I have a vlog go live. By all means, follow me, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram. And one thing's for sure, we'll see you on the bank somewhere soon. Thanks for watching, guys. All the best. Well, guys, that ain't the end of the video. Yeah, madness. Hadn't seen anything this morning, to be fair, other than one in front, right in front of me. Just talking to another syndicate member, Spud. He just come down, had a chat, and as he's with me, we're both looking down in the bay. As I was saying, there was a few in there, and one nutted out. He's walked off to go and get his gear. I said to him, just go, you know, doesn't matter to me, you're not going to affect me going to the bottom of the bay. And yeah, while he's setting up, left hand rod's wrapped round, and got a nice 20 common in the net. So yeah, looks like it's a nice way to end. Yeah, there's another one. Cool. Yeah, there's a few about out there this morning. I might have to set another rod up, to be fair, and yeah, might have to give it another hour. But yeah, it's a good start this morning, considering we had another bite in the mornings. Right result. There we go, guys. Nice way to start the day, considering I was going to pack up early and get away. Yeah, no sooner had I been speaking to Spud, fish started showing down there, and yeah, left hand rods away. Got another one of Redlands cracking commons. This one, absolute banger. That cracker. Yeah, nice way to start the day. Absolute minter. Nope. Not being held this one, that's for sure. Quickly show the other side. Equally as stunning. What a cracker. Right. Yeah, let's get him back. I'm going to stay till about 10, 11 o'clock there. Another couple of hours and then we'll get cracking. Purely and simply because that's the first bite I've had in the morning. So yeah, might as well make the most of it. I'm booked in for the day anyway, so happy days, guys. Happy days. Gonna get it back. Well, guys, I was in the process of packing up, but another one stopped me in my tracks. Yeah, fish number 10. Mental. But yeah, we're going to get it sorted out and take a slow wrap up. Just got the rod back out quick because literally don't want to be any later than 12 really at the latest, because I need to get home and get sorted out, spend the afternoon with Emma. But yeah, it's looking good out there, it really is. Well guys, 4th 20 of the trip. Only just, mind you, 20 pound and 6 ounces. The right pork on that one. Angry Redlands carp. There you go guys, £20.6. Lovely clean one. Yeah, fish number 10. Didn't expect to get bites this morning, so I was going to pack up earlier, but this goes to show the old mould spells. The old mould spells got them going. Happy days. Let's get it back, start wrapping up. Just wanted to mention that for those of you that don't know, I'm running a holiday / tutorial down here at Redlands in, I think it's the 3rd to the 10th of August 2024. Yeah, there's only 2 spaces left. It's £475 per angler, with a £250 deposit to be paid straight away as soon as you inquire. That will cover all your fishing throughout the whole week. You get 7 nights. I will be spending a whole day with each angler to help you you know, better your skills basically in whatever it may be: spotting, casting, feature finding, various different things, you know, rig tying, whatever you want, you feel the need to that you're missing in your fishing. We're going to be on hand to help you with that. Like I say, I intend on spending a whole day per angler. You can run across a whole variety of things throughout that day. Yeah, whatever it may be. We'll cover it all. And like I say, after that day, I'll be on hand the whole week. I'll be here fishing myself to help you with, you know, anything like ideas, you know, ideas how to bring a bite, you know, things like that. And also the money will cover a takeaway on one of those nights and 5 kilos of bait. Yeah, I hope to get key baits on board with that. Yeah, so if you fancy it guys, send me a message through YouTube, yeah, or, you know, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram. Yeah, like I say, it's all about sharpening your skills, you know. Yeah, we can run for a whole variety of things during that, you know. Watching the water, you know, watercraft, all sorts of different things. Doesn't have to be about your rods and reels and all that. We can always have a walk round, you know, spotting signs and opportunities and stuff like that, because there is some nice shallow areas behind the islands and that where you can stalk them and that in August time. they will be left for them sort of days. That there's one swim behind them arms, and that will be closed for them sort of stalking opportunities throughout that week. So yeah, if you fancy it, guys, just send me a message. And that is the end of the video. Yeah, I ended it earlier, but then I had a fish, and yeah, I just feel that, you know, that was a bit of a freak, that bite this morning. Most of the action's been afternoon and in the night, so I'm going to spend the next half hour, 45 minutes wrapping all the gear up. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you'll be notified the next time I have a vlog go live. By all means, follow me, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram. And one thing's for sure, we will be seeing you on the bank somewhere very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. All the very best.